Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So I decided today to make a new video to really show the difference between commemorative figures and non-commemorative figures, the original 80s figures. So I've already made a video one time just comparing these two right here. So just a quick recap. A quick way you can tell if they're commemorative or not is one, if you take a look at their faces, you can see their faces are different. And one big tell is the bottom of their feet. All the commemorative ones have these indents on their feet so they could stand better, where the originals did not have that. Also, the coloring. The muted colors are usually the commemorative ones. You can see the orange is not quite as bright. And even the armor is a little muted too on this red right here. Hey, Adam. Another way you can tell is a lot of times the commemorative figures are much cleaner looking, and and the actual details are not quite as sharp. And you can also tell by the coloring of these stripes. You can see this green is much deeper, and the stripes are more pronounced. What these are more a little see-through for the original non-commemorative one. So that's some ways you can tell right off the bat. Also, the way they sit in the saddle. In the regular one, He-Man fits kind of loose in the saddle, and in the commemorative one, it is actually extremely tight. So you can see, you got to jam him in there. The good part is he ain't falling out, but the bad part is, actually, I don't know what downside of that. But there we go. All right, so what I did not talk about in the original one video I made was how to tell the females. So here I have two Tilas, and this is the commemorative one, and this is the original one. And just look at the faces. You can tell with the detail in the faces. The original one just looks so much better. This one has obviously paint over her face and just looks very doll-like. Where this one also looks doll-like, but it just looks cooler. And of course, the feet have the same thing: the indents versus the non-indents. All right, so now let's talk about in the package, because that's where we really get into trouble. Is the figure you have commemorative or not? Now, if it's in the black box, it's pretty obvious that it's commemorative. But a lot of people will pull them out of the box, then you don't know. Now, with He-Man, it's pretty obvious because his head looks so different. But if you have a non-actual He-Man character, you have somebody else like Trapjaw or Skeletor or somebody else, how do you tell? So one way you tell is in the corner of the comic book, it says the word replica. Replica. If you see that word, that means it is one of the commemoratives. Here's two comics, the same comic, and you can see this one says replica and this one does not say replica. All right, so that's how you can tell. So let me ask you guys a question. Commemorative comic or not a commemorative comic? Feel free to chat if you want. And if you don't want to chat, that's cool too. This one is not commemorative, doesn't have the word replica, where I have the exact same comic right here in the replica form, which this came from the commemorative figures. All right, so another way you can tell is in the actual card backs themselves. Here's an original card back from the 80s. Now, what's cool about this one's actually unpunched, which is kind of cool, where these ones in the package are already punched, so you will never see a non-punched commemorative figure. That's one way to tell. Another way is they say the word figure after their name. So you can see He-Man figure, and the originals don't say the word figure. So that's one way to tell too. Another way to tell is on the back of the package, and I don't actually have him open, but I do have another one that I can show you. Let's see. I want to find one that's also the original 8-back style and the commemorative. Here we go. So here we have the real one. Here we have the commemorative one. One thing you can tell is as you look at the figures, just a little bit different on the way the fonts are. And if for some reason a figure was not available at that time, it does say not available, which is kind of interesting. Also, this says copyright 2001, where this says just 1981. So even the copyright in the bottom corner kind of gives it away. Let's look at one that's not an 8-back. So here I have one, and you can see this is Battle Armor Skeletor, and it says figure, so I already know that it's going to be commemorative one, and it has seen some wear and tear. But right here it also says not for resale in the bottom corner, because it's supposed to come in its separate little, supposed to come in a brown package, or not brown, black package mark. And on the figures that were not available, like Ram Man, for instance, it says not available. And we've never seen that on the originals. So that's one way to tell too, is the words not available. All right. So let's go ahead and do a challenge. So I'm going to grab a figure and you guys figure out if it's commemorative or not commemorative. So I have this Tila right here. And what do you guys think? Commemorative or not commemorative? Okay, I'll give you a huge hint. I'll go and flip her feet up. And you can see by those indents, if you thought it was commemorative, you are correct. This is a commemorative Tila, and the way you can really tell is her feet. You can also tell by her face because it's painted, and her eyebrows just look really weird painted on there, like somebody shaved her eyebrows off and then painted them back on. It's kind of strange looking. All right, so the next question people ask is, hey, what about those 2-packs? So if you get yourself a Skeletor, Panther 2-pack, which, you know, is like totally awesome, how do you know if it is an old one or a new one? So I just happen to have a Panther pack right here, and let's go ahead and talk about the Skeletor Panther 2-pack. So one thing we know on the commemoratives, they added the word figure, and we can see right here it says figures, so I'm guessing this is probably the commemorative one. And then on the back side, let's see if it has any dates, and sure enough, there's a 2000 date on there. And on a lot of the stuff it says not available for stuff that was not available during the commemorative time. So that's a quick way to tell to see if which package you have right off the bat. Now I'm not sure if the original one had the word figures here or not for the 2-pack, but I do definitely know this one does, and it also has the copyright date. Let's take a look at another package. Now, obviously, this one is not a commemorative one because this is the old attack track from a long time ago. But notice it does not say the word figure on it. Oh, hey, thanks, man. And then on the back, too, you can see the actual date. Let's see. I don't see a date on this one on the back. But notice the figures that you can't get, you are able to get them. So, because this was at the time when they were actually released. Look at that cool Castle Grayskull. All right. That's so weird. There's no date on it. Let's see. Maybe it's here on this other side panel. Yep, there it is. There's our date. And it's 1982, and there's no 2000 on there. So that's a good way to tell. All right, I'm going to grab another box, and I want you guys to tell me commemorative or not commemorative. So what do you think? What are some clues? One, right off the bat, the word figure. So if you thought it was commemorative, you're correct. This is a commemorative one. And then on the back side, it says not for resale, and it has the 2001 date. All right, let's try another one. How about, let's see, let's try a tough one. How about this card right here? Commemorative or not commemorative? All right, this one here does not have the word figure on it, so I'm guessing probably not commemorative. It's also pretty beat up. Now, someone could be smart and sun bleach something, a card, and beat it up to make it look old. But then also on the back, there are a lot of figures that were not released during the commemorative time, and they don't have not available written on there. And the date is 1983. So there you go. Not commemorative. Also, they didn't have Webster during the commemorative time, but if you didn't know, that's a good way to check to see. All right, let's try this one right here. Mossman. Commemorative or not commemorative? What do you guys think? Nobody wants to chat today. This one here has the word figure, so we know that it's probably a commemorative. And sure enough, in the bottom corner, does it have the date on there? Each sold separately, colors. There's the date. And it says 2001, so the word figure, 2001, we know that it is commemorative. And it also says not for resale. All right, so let's try another figure. This Trapjaw, what do you guys think? Commemorative or not commemorative? What do you think? So let me go ahead and give you a quick hint here. And let's look at the bottom of his feet. And they are indented. So commemorative. Here's the non-commemorative trap jaw so you guys can compare and see. Now again, I mentioned the muted colors. Take a look at the blacks. This one has kind of more of a dark gray instead of black. And then also the green, you can see the difference. Really sharp and kind of muted. And even the skin color. This one's very sharp and this is kind of muted. So a lot of times you'll see on the commemorative. And the heads are slightly different, not a lot. They got this one really close. I think it's because the head's harder, so recasting them didn't give them an issue of the heads being squished. And for those that do buy the commemorative, he doesn't come with the hook, so you're going to have to buy an extra hook. All right. How about this one here? Commemorative or not commemorative? Oh, look at the cool lenticular sticker. This is one of my favorite toys when I was a kid. He was so much fun to sit and just spin. Woo! Anyway, this figure was not released during the time of commemorative, but also his feet are flat, so he is not commemorative. All right. This faker, commemorative or not commemorative? One dead giveaway is he has the weird head, so you know he's probably a commemorative figure. Another one is he's got the flat feet. Or not the flat feet, he has the indented feet, so we know he is commemorative. Now this one did not come with a sticker. I bought a third-party sticker to put on his chest, and it's really cool. It's actually a cloth sticker, and it has survived many years of this cloth sticker I bought on eBay. All right, how about this He-Man? Commemorative or non-commemorative? Well, first he has the correct head, so that's a good sign. Turn him over, look at his feet, and they're flat. That's a good sign. All right, this Prince Adam. Well, he has the right head. His cloth looks really clean for being so old. And let's go and flip him over. And oh, he's got the indented feet. This has been an altered figure. In fact, his arms are the old arms. His head is the old heads. And the body parts are the commemorative. So this one's had a lot of swapping of parts going on. The reason why I gave him the non-commemorative hands is because they hold the sword better. So I wanted to have his sword not pop out of his hand so easy. All right. Skeletor. Commemorative or non-commemorative? This one has the giant duck feet because this is a special released one, so he would not fall over as easy because of the extra weight on his back. And they are flat, just like duck's feet should be. So this one is non-commemorative. It's the old one. One last one, and then I'll let you guys get back to your exciting day. This one here has the right head, but notice the skin tone is slightly different because I replaced this head. It's actually commemorative with a cool head. I actually painted the hair. I painted the wrist bracers, and this is my go-to He-Man figure right here. All right. Well, hey, you guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been informative. Let me know if you like the background pictures going on to make it more interesting or not, or if they're more of a problem. And I kind of want to know what you guys think. All right. And of course, one of my other favorite bad guys is Triclops, as you guys know. And the evil eye of blasting power. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next video. Like, share, tell your friends. Hopefully this video helps you decide when you go to buy figures on eBay or in the used market what to look for. Look for the word figure or not. Look for the weird face sculpts. Look for the muted colors. And if you have an opportunity, if you're in person, just flip over the bottom and look at the feet, and the feet will tell you everything you need to know. The hard part is deciding between like the cats. The cats are a lot harder to tell apart. Again, muted colors on the saddle. And the real one has kind of see-through. They have the same dates on the bottom, but you can see the real one, the seams are not as clean, and the commemorative one, they've done a better job cleaning the seams up. So the commemorative one is just manufactured better. Another weird thing to tell is the teeth. Notice the red on the back half of the teeth here? That's actually red paint. Let me pull his helmet off. And when they painted these, they only painted the front half of the teeth white. Now, the original, they did the same thing. Just mostly the front teeth are painted, but they didn't bother painting the back teeth on some of the parts red. They just kept them green. So that's another way to tell too. They tried to in some spots. You can see this one right here has some red, but it has some green mixed in it. But because manufacturing processes are better in 2001 and 2002, they were better at painting the inside of the mouth. So you'll see some green behind the teeth, and that will clue you in that this is an original, where this one with the half painted white teeth is the commemorative one. So there you go. Like again, like I was saying, it is harder to tell with Battle Cat than the other figures. All right, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want more of these informational videos. And hopefully I've been helpful to you guys. And I will post this on Facebook today on some questions people had on how to tell if the figures are commemorative or not. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I got your numbers up. Hey, Adam, thanks. I appreciate that, man. All right, you guys, take care. See you next video. Maybe another one today. Bye now.